Hello! Hi. Okay, it is Thirsty Thursday, y'all. So, hello. As you get here, say hello and let me know that you're here. Get everything pulled up on my end so I can see what's happening. But we're here for Thirsty Thursday. So, bear with me for a second while I pull everything up. I like to pull it up on my phone too. Also, warning. Okay, so there's people at my house right now. We have people over and they're watching a scary show out there. So if you hear like any weird random noises or random screams, that's why. So, are we ready today for Thirsty Thursday? And it's actual like legit Thirsty Thursday again too. So for those of you who like have been watching Thirsty Thursday lately, I switched it to the morning time. And then I was like, well, I don't really want to drink beer at 11 a.m., so I haven't been. But we're back. We're at night, and we're Thirsty Thursday for reals, y'all. So if you want to, like, hang out and drink booze with me, that's cool. Or drink tea or whatever it is. But it's Thirsty Thursday. For real. We're back. And I'm also rocking the dirty hair, no makeup look today. So whatever, you know. So I'll give everyone a second to hop on. I also just realized, you know, full transparency here, I totally forgot to schedule the little reminder chat. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that real quick. You know, the little the Facebook Messenger things. Who's here? I think I saw Chelsea and Angel and Victoria. So you guys can give me feedback because you guys are here a lot. Do you guys like the little mini chat reminders? Are y'all signed up for those? Do you like them? Or do you think they're annoying? Because I'm signed up for some people's, and sometimes I like them, and other times I'm like, oh my God, quit messaging me. So, like, tell me what you think about them, okay? I want to know, like, your opinion, because you guys are consistently on my lives. So, do you just, like, put it on your own calendar, and you don't want that stuff because you think it's annoying? Or are you on there, and do you like them? Let me know. But, yeah, while we're waiting, I'm gonna go ahead and get it scheduled, if I can find my little picture here. Thirsty Thursday is today. So, we're here, just FYI, I can't see the comments yet, but we're here to talk about client experiences today. So what that means, and I'm not looking directly at you because I'm multitasking, right? Multitasking. Usually I'm not an advocate for multitasking, but today I am. We're multitasking today because we got a lot of shit to do. But anyway. Client experiences. So what that means is being able to take your experience that you already provide your client, so your thing that you do that makes you different and better, not to sound shitty, but the thing that makes you better, and how to take it even one step further. Because as a brand, we want to be able to charge premium prices, right? Like, we don't want to just be awesome at what we do. We want to make money for it. So in order to, you know, charge more money, we have to like take the extra step, right? Like go above and beyond, right? So that's what I want to talk about today, like different ways and different ideas for creating that experience that's going to make you stand out and make them like totally fall in love with you, right? That's what we're doing today. So we'll give it just a couple more minutes, and let me send out this little reminder too. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Yay, someone else is here. Who else just popped on? I see 4 people now. Who's my other person? Always say hi when you get on, so I know that you're here, okay? Yeah, so let me know. Join group. So were you guys able to watch, I know Angel, you were at the website training yesterday. Who else was there? Was anyone else there? Or who watched the replay? Did you watch the replay? Victoria, hi. Claire, hi. Yay. Yours aren't annoying. Okay, good, Angel. I'm so glad mine aren't annoying. Chelsea, you haven't tried it yet. Okay, cool. Cool. Glad to know. But yes. Okay, so for anyone that's fairly new to me, always say hi when you're watching live so that I know that you're here, okay? I'm going to send this out real fast. Facebook Live, scheduling, send now. Send. Okay, that's sent. So anyone that's signed up for those will get them. So client experiences, that's what we're talking about. I already gave an overview. So how, like, do you guys that are here, do you feel like you have a good system already for your client experience? Like, and what I mean for that is complete start to finish, what your ideal client, remember we only care about our ideal clients, the experience that they have with your brand from start to finish. So from the moment they know that you exist until they go through your entire process, do you have that written out somewhere? If not, do that. That's step one, to figure it out. But do you have that clear experience written out? So what mine looks like, just for an example of what I'm talking about, is they find me either on Facebook or on Pinterest. My ideal client either clicks on a Pinterest ad or a Facebook ad. They take my quiz. They go through my follow-up email sequence. They may or may not sign up for the call that's offered in my follow-up sequence. Then they get to know me more. And again, this is perfect world, ideal client here. They sign up to work with me either in my new group program or one-on-one. And then we go through the program. If it's the group, it's 90 days. If it's one-on-one, it's 4 months. And then at the end, boom, they're done. So every single step along that process that I just spelled out has a different experience, right? So anyone that was on the website training yesterday, we talked about this a lot. And if you weren't on there, it's also pinned in the group and you can watch the replay. But we talked about this a little bit in there, about creating that experience so that it feels like, so that it reinforces your expertise, basically, like reinforces your expert status. It makes you look like a total badass. Like, I do this shit all day, every day. I know exactly what's happening. You know what to expect from this person, right? So ways that, like, tell me, do you feel like you have anything to kind of set you apart in that way right now? Let me know if you do. And I'll read through here. Couldn't make it. Hoping to watch the replay tonight after this. Yes, Claire. It'll be up for like 48 hours. It was 48 hours from when I did it. So I think Saturday at noon Central Time is where I am, is when it expires. So you got all day tomorrow also to watch it, and then Saturday morning. So hopefully you can check it out because it was super good. I had so much fun on that website training. My voice was like cracking by the end though. I've never talked for 2 hours straight before. But yeah. Okay, Chelsea. Had to cut out for a sec, but planning on watching the replay. Cool. You were there, Victoria. Awesome. Okay, and not yet. So you don't have this process nailed down yet. Okay, so that's perfect. So this is step one to creating that killer client experience, is what I said just a second ago. Going through and writing out every single touch point somebody has with your brand. Starting from scratch, yo. Love it, Chelsea. Haven't offered anything on my site, but that's my next goal. Okay, good. So again, keep in mind, this is perfect ideal client. So what we don't want to do is like jump off into the weeds and go into like every possible way that somebody could meet us or every possible person that could ever land on our website. That's not what we want to do. We want to focus on our ideal client. So maybe you're not running ads yet. That's totally okay. If your main strategy for attracting clients is posting on Instagram and doing stories, or maybe it's posting in other people's Facebook groups, or maybe you have your own Facebook group, or whatever it is, think about where your clients are coming from though. And then every single touch point along the way, every single way that they're going to interact with you. So you have the obvious ones that I just listed out, right? You have, they see a post or they see a story on Instagram or whatever it is. They see that, that's a touch point. And then ideally you get them to do something, right? So in my initial thing, I get them to take my quiz. And then the next thing is I get them to sign up for my email list at the end of the quiz, right? And then they get the emails after that. In the emails after that, I try to get them to sign up for a one-on-one call. It's like a 1 hour call, I think, maybe like $100. I don't even remember for sure. But try to get them to do that. And so the next step after that would be like decide if you're a good fit for maybe like an intensive if you're not quite ready for the entire program yet. So every single time that they come in contact with you is what you want to write out and make a list of the entire experience. So when every single thing. So we talked in the website training about this too, from not just your website and your emails, but actually you too, like how you interact with your clients and how you show up and, the words that you use and making sure that you are like on it, right? Every time you show up, you're like on your A game. That is a huge part of it. And that doesn't mean that you have to like pretend to be anything you're not. You don't have to like pretend like you're a total, badass and you're, perfect all the time, because we all know that that's a lie. No one's perfect all the time. Like I said, no makeup, nasty ass hair today, don't care. That doesn't mean that my content is not here and that like I am not showing up fully, right? So make that differentiation too. But like making sure that you show up fully for your clients is like a huge part of creating that experience, and being like available and open to listen and to hear what everyone's saying, and getting feedback that way. And then everything down to like when they click on a button on your website, is it like everything from how you talk to them to every button that they click on, and is it like easy to understand what to do and where to go next and how they interact with you digitally as well. So like I have a couple different things on my website. Sometimes when you push buttons or links, like little boxes pop up and you have to do, enter your stuff. That was how the wait list worked for my new program. You click on the button and a box pops up. It's so ridiculous to think this way, but this is my like sagey over analytical brain here. If you're using like really shitty, cheap, free, even like pop-up software that makes it hard to work, like it hides the little close button if you don't really want to do it, or anything like that just makes things difficult and annoying for your potential clients, is gonna like drop your trust factor. And it's like, it's really crazy to like think about it like that it can make that big of an impact, something as small as that. But thinking about your experience from your customer's point of view or your client's point of view is like hugely, hugely important. So making everything as simple and as easy as possible is gonna set you apart, because not everyone focuses on this. But if you think about like high-end fancy like stuff that's super expensive brands versus just like normal brands, that's what sets them apart, right? Is their experience. Like it's totally different to walk into like a Coach outlet versus like a Kohl's department store and go buy a purse. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not necessarily because the products are that different. It's the whole experience, right? Like going in and the smells and the feeling a certain way, and like the way that people treat you and the way that people interact with you is completely different based on those brands. And what we want to do is replicate that online, right? We want to take that experience, that experience that just makes people feel special and like, I see you, I hear you, I care about you, and translate that online, because not everyone does that. That's something it's not super easy to do, so not everyone does it. But that's why we're having this training today. These are easy ways to do it, to build that trust, and then once you have it, to keep it. So kind of like pre-step to this training is to watch that website webinar, because it's ways to like initially build that trust in the first place. And then this is like step 2, right? After that, after you've established that trust, how to like carry that experience throughout the entire process, right? So you don't like build all this trust with the badass words on your website and then they just like fall off because you didn't have a good process for them to go through, right? So tell me if you're with me so far, and like if this is something that you feel like is important, or if you're like maybe you're not there yet, that's okay too. Let me know kind of where you are with this, all right? I had to switch to my phone. I'm training a new process. Okay, cool. Okay, Lindsay, hi Lindsay. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm so glad you're here. But yeah, so let me know kind of where you are with this. Do you feel like this is something that you've already thought about, or is this like, oh shit, this is another thing I have to add to my to-do list? Kind of give me like some feedback here. Super important. Okay, good, Angel. Y'all, I like feedback. I like it. Keep it coming. But yeah, so everything that I do on these calls, like I want to, especially these Thirsty Thursday calls, if you're new, I want to keep them like really short and sweet. 30 minutes is like max amount of time I want to do on Thirsty Thursdays, because I want these to be things you can like take and implement immediately to make everything better. Okay. Claire, makes sense for sure. I'm figuring out how to apply this to my industry. Great point on ease of use and pop-ups. Okay, yeah, makes sense. LaDonna. Hi, LaDonna. Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. I'm glad you guys are like with me then. It's on my radar already, but I like having some reinforcement. Okay, good, Dusty. Hi. I saw your response to the welcome thing too. So you're on my list. Maverick, right? Like Maverick's in the house, Dusty. I'm so glad. Anyway, okay. So short and sweet things you can do to just reinforce that client experience. We already talked about like ease of use of the website. If you want like all the website tips, watch that replay because there was so much good stuff in there. Like I went way, way, way deeper than I was planning on. There was so much stuff in that webinar. So go watch it before it comes down. But things that were not in there, making sure your online pop-ups, like you said, if you're going to have pop-ups, make sure they're really easy and seamless. It's totally worth spending $5 to $8 to $10 a month to buy a good plugin or pay for some kind of software that's going to do it the right way and not annoy the piss out of your customers. Because stupid things like that can just drop your trust so fast. As irrelevant as it seems on your end, it can just drop it so fast. So making sure those are good. The same thing with a calendar. We talked about calendars in the training yesterday, but making sure it's easy to use. Like make it as easy as possible for someone to say yes. Don't make them look for how to book a call. Make it totally obvious. Don't make them like try really hard to have to find a time on your calendar even. Like have certain times blocked off on your calendar to make yourself available to your clients. But remember also pre-screen. Watch that webinar for the pre-screening stuff. But stuff like that. And then once we get like past the website part and once they're booked and they're in the door, what are ways, think about ways that you can add value like to your entire process. So some things that I do for my high-end clients are like, I have a welcome gift that I send everyone. It's like, you just spent $12,000 with me. I realize this is a huge investment, right? So like, I send them a little welcome gift. There's like a little journal or a water, and like a little water bottle. I have this awesome water bottle that I like to give people that just says the F word a whole bunch of times. It says other things too, but it also says the F word a bunch of times. But just something that's like, it doesn't have to be anything like hugely extravagant on your part, but just something that says like, I see you and I appreciate you and thank you for being here. And then so client gifts are great. Like I said, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. Another thing that you can do to add to that client experience is ask for feedback. Asking for feedback goes like so far above and beyond what a lot of people do. A lot of people, I feel like, especially if they're new to their industry, they're like scared to ask for feedback because they're like, oh my gosh, I don't want anybody to say anything bad. But get over that, because even just the act of asking is like brings you up in people's minds, right? It's like, I want to know how I can serve you best. And I'm asking for feedback because I want to know like if you're getting everything out of this that you thought you were. And I want to make sure that your needs are met. And again, I see you, I hear you, I understand where you are. Stuff like that is just gonna like make people fall in love with you, right? Because that's the goal. The little description on this live is, creating these experiences are what's going to really set us apart and have people like singing our praises. We don't just want to have satisfied clients. Of course we want that, but we also want like more clients, right? And if we can have our past clients being like amazing advocates for us, why the heck not? So creating that experience and leaving, such an amazing positive taste in their mouth after they work with you is going to help you so much. So LaDonna, hi. What? Yeah, Dusty. Okay, I want to do that too. Yes, good, Angel. Okay, so those are my tips. So what all did I just cover? I didn't write out a list this time. I'm trying to like do it in my head. So making your website experience seamless. Make it absolutely as easy as possible to say yes. Make your navigation clear. Make pop-ups easy to use. If you're using pop-ups, make your website or your calendar integration really easy to use. Same thing with follow-up sequences. This was another part of that website webinar, but follow-up sequences, make them personal. Don't just say, you've been added to my calendar. We will meet at this time on this date. Like, that's so boring. Make it personal. Like, hey, thank you so much. I realize, even just investing your time is a huge deal on your part, and I really appreciate you. And thank you so much for, taking this step in your business or whatever it is that you're doing, like reinforcing the behaviors that you want to see, right? Again, pure psychology. Just reinforcing them and making them feel like, yes, you are in the right place. We don't want the buyer's remorse thing, especially with high-end stuff. If we're charging premium prices, it's easy to if you have a shitty experience, right? It's easy to be like, oh crap, is this the right thing for me? Imagine if you go to someone and read their website and they're like, yeah, this is good, this is right. And you pay $12,000 and then they're like, we will see you on this date. And then you never hear from them again for 3 weeks until your call, it just makes you feel like, oh, maybe they don't care as much as I thought they were going to, Just make sure the entire journey that they go through is reinforcing that you're good, you're in the right place, I'm the person for you. You're going to get exactly what you're looking for out of this. Because again, they're your ideal clients. And if they're not going to get what they want out of it, then they're not your ideal client and you don't want to be working with them. So those are the front end things. Then once they're in, reinforcing that behavior, like I said, client gifts are great. To recap, client gifts are great. Feedback is great. And then a follow-up. That's the other thing I wanted to say too. A follow-up after. Once you're done working with a client for 4 months and $12,000 like me, don't just fall off the face of the earth. If you want to be working with clients you love, remember, so I have a really good, strong connection with everyone that I work with. And just because our 4 months are over, it doesn't mean I just forget they exist. Follow up later, something as simple as, hey, how's it going? When we finished, you were working on this. Just quick little check-ins like that. Just, again, reinforce that behavior. And keeping yourself top of mind, too. If you're the type of business where you can have repeat customers, of course you want to do that. Mine isn't set up as much that way. Mine's kind of a step-by-step thing. Either they go up to the next step, and then when they're done, they're done, kind of. But there is a little bit of that for me. But a lot of other businesses, there's tons of opportunity for that, right? So just keeping that relationship going and, keeping yourself top of mind in a really good way, right? So those are my tips. Like I said, quick and dirty, nice and easy, little stuff that you can be thinking about and thinking about, other ways that you can do that too. But creating that high-end experience is just about, it's not about doing anything fancy or time-consuming or super expensive. It's just about taking a minute to recognize and understand where they are and appreciate where they are in their journey and that they've come to you and that you're trying to help them, right? That goes so far in creating that experience. Cool. That's all I have for today. This client experience stuff though, if you need more help with it, Brand Boldly Live. That's my official pitch, and that's all I'm really going to do tonight. But my official pitch, we go way deeper into this, into Brand Boldly Live. We go from start to finish. So creating that initial offer that's going to get them into the door in the first place, speaking their language, identifying who you're talking to first, speaking their language, and getting them really excited to work for you. And then once they're in the door, how to create this experience and step by step through every part of this process that I've talked about. And kind of, again, I'm all about figuring out what works for you, right? So figuring out the way that works for you. And, if it's a gift or if it's, a feedback form or if it's a personal video feedback or whatever it is that's going to work for you and your business, kind of going through that step by step to figuring it out and creating that perfect journey for your client. That's what we really get into in Brand Boldly Live. So I'll go ahead and put the link in for that. You can check that out right now. It is early bird pricing. So what is it? GoFilament.com/brandboldlylive. It is, for those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, that's totally okay. Brand Boldly Live is my new group program that just launched. Actually, yesterday was the first day the doors are officially open. But it's a 90-day group program where we go through your entire brand start to finish. So it's made specifically for if you're a brand new business and you don't have anything yet, it's absolutely perfect because you can go in and you can get stuff set up the right way to attract your clients, attract your ideal clients that you actually want to work with, right? But mainly to find the way that's going to work for you. So the difference between Brand Boldly Live and a lot of other programs is to go through and really figure out the option that'll work for you, and then step by step exactly how to do it. So I've been in a bunch of programs and I just get super pissed off when I pay a bunch of money to be in something and then it's like, okay, here, you need to do this and this and this, and then it doesn't actually tell you how to do it. That's kind of what inspired me to make this. I was like super pissed off from being in stuff like that all the time. So this is like, figure out exactly what works for you and what you want to do based on your personality type and all of that stuff. And then let's actually implement it and get this shit out into the world and start bringing in our clients and attracting them. So I put in the link. There's stuff up there on the website. But if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to email me or send me a Facebook message. I've been on Messenger all day talking to people about it. So it is early bird right now, though. There's a $200 discount right now. And the first 5 people that sign up get a bonus one-on-one call with me. So there are only 2 of those left, I believe. So we already have 3 people signed up, and I'm excited. So let me know if you have any questions about that at all, or any questions about client experiences. If you have ideas about things that, I'm thinking about doing this, what do you think? And you just want feedback, totally cool. Put it in the comments, let me know, and we can talk about it. But let me know if you have any questions about Brand Boldly Live or this. I'm here for you, y'all. So I hope to talk to you guys soon, and everyone enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening. And I'm going to go finish my beer here. So thank you guys for showing up live. I will see you soon. Bye.